Adeline slammed the door of her foster parents' pristine suburban home in Seattle, her heart pounding like a drum in a war zone. The letter clutched in her hand trembled, its words burning into her mind. Her biological parents hadn't died in a car accident as she'd been told. They were murdered in a hate crime because they were gay. At 17, this truth exploded everything she knew, especially now, as she hid her own growing feelings for Hailey, the girl from school who made her world feel alive for the first time. She collapsed onto her bed, the room spinning. Why had her foster parents, the ultra-conservative Mr. and Mrs. Thornton, kept this from her? They preached family values every Sunday at church, yet here was the lie that defined her life. Adeline's mind raced back to the day she was adopted at age 5. Their stern faces promising stability but delivering control. No dating, no questions, just obedience. But Hailey changed that. Their secret meetings in the library, stolen glances in the hallway. It was more than friendship. And now this letter from a distant aunt shattered the fragile facade. Adeline's thoughts swirled in turmoil. What if the Thorntons knew about her parents' sexuality? Did they adopt her out of pity, or to save her from the same fate? The idea gnawed at her. A betrayal deeper than any she'd imagined. She couldn't confront them yet. The fear of their judgment paralyzed her. Instead, she texted Hailey. "Need to talk." "Now." Hailey replied instantly, "On my way." As Adeline waited, her inner voice screamed, "You're just like them, your parents. And if the Thorntons find out, they'll destroy you too." Hailey arrived, slipping through the back door like a shadow. Her dark hair tousled from the wind. They sat on the floor of Adeline's room, knees touching. "What's wrong?" Hailey asked, her voice soft but urgent. Adeline handed her the letter, watching Hailey's eyes widen. "Oh my God, Adeline. This changes everything." Hailey's hand reached for hers, a spark igniting despite the chaos. But Adeline pulled back slightly, doubt creeping in. What if loving Hailey meant repeating her parents' tragedy? The risk felt too real now. As they whispered, Adeline's mind delved deeper. She remembered snippets of her early childhood, two moms laughing in a sunlit kitchen, then the sudden void. The Thorntons had filled that void with rules. No sleepovers with girls, mandatory youth group where homosexuality was whispered as sin. Adeline had buried her confusion, but Hailey unearthed it. Their first kiss 2 months ago, hidden in the woods during a school trip, had been a revelation. Now with this letter it felt like a curse. Hailey leaned in. "We don't have to hide forever. But you need to face this." Adeline's heart ached. Face what? The truth that her identity could get her killed just like her parents? Or the lie that her foster family built their love on? The tension built as footsteps echoed downstairs, Mrs. Thornton calling dinner. Adeline shoved the letter under her pillow, forcing a smile. But inside the storm raged. How could she pretend anymore? That night sleep evaded her. Adeline's thoughts looped endlessly. If I tell them, they'll disown me. If I don't, I'm living a lie. Hailey's words echoed. You're not alone. But was she? The next day at school, Adeline avoided Hailey at first, the weight too heavy. But in art class their eyes met and Adeline felt the pull. She passed a note. Meet after school. Park. There under the oaks they talked. I can't lose you, Adeline confessed. Hailey hugged her. You won't. But secrets like this, they eat you alive. The conversation turned raw. Adeline voiced her fears. Society judging, family rejecting. Hailey shared her own story. Coming out to her liberal parents, the initial shock but eventual acceptance. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Adeline envied that. Her foster parents would see it as rebellion against God. As the sun set, Adeline made a decision. She'd dig deeper into her parents' death. Maybe that would give her strength. Back home, Adeline searched online quietly. News articles from 12 years ago. A lesbian couple found dead in their home. Hate symbols spray-painted on walls. The perpetrators never caught. Her stomach churned. Why hadn't the Thorntons told her? Were they protecting her or ashamed? The questions fueled her anger. That evening at dinner, Mr. Thornton droned about traditional values. Adeline bit her tongue, but inside she seethed. This family isn't mine. Hailey is my truth. Days blurred into tension. Adeline and Hailey grew closer in secrecy, stolen moments building their bond. But the letter's shadow loomed. Adeline contacted the aunt who sent it. A phone call filled with tears. "Your moms were brave," the aunt said. "Don't let fear win." Inspired, Adeline confided more in Hailey. "I think I'm ready to come out." But Hailey cautioned. "To who?" "Your fosters." Adeline hesitated. The risk of rejection terrified her. One afternoon, Mrs. Thornton found Adeline's phone unlocked. A text from Hailey. "Miss your lips." The confrontation exploded. "What is this?" Mrs. Thornton demanded, face pale. Adeline froze, heart racing. "It's nothing." But the lie cracked. Mr. Thornton joined, his voice thunderous. "We raised you better." Adeline's mind screamed. "Better than what?" "My real parents." The argument escalated. "You're confused," they said. "We'll get help. Therapy, church counseling. Their solution to fix her." Adeline fled to her room, calling Hailey. "They know." Hailey rushed over, but the Thorntons barred her. "She's not welcome," they declared. Adeline watched from the window, tears streaming. This was the beginning of the war. In the quiet aftermath, Adeline's inner turmoil peaked. Am I worth this fight? Or should I deny myself to keep peace? The decision loomed, heavy as the secrets she'd uncovered. Adeline paced her room like a caged animal, the walls closing in after the blowout with her foster parents. The Thorntons had grounded her indefinitely, no phone, no outings, a prison disguised as protection. But her mind rebelled. How dare they judge me when they've lied about my past? The hypocrisy burned, fueling a resolve she hadn't known she possessed. Hailey didn't give up. She slipped notes through the mailbox hidden in junk mail. "I'm here. We fight together." Adeline clung to those words, her lifeline in isolation. Late at night, she'd whisper to herself, debating the morality of her choices. Is loving Hailey a sin, or is their intolerance the real evil? The church teachings clashed with her heart's truth, creating a moral maze she navigated alone. School became her only escape, though supervised drop-offs limited freedom. In the halls, Hailey's glances sustained her. During lunch, they met in the bathroom, a risky whisper session. "We need a plan," Hailey urged. Adeline nodded, but doubt lingered. What if coming out fully destroys everything? Hailey's family offered refuge, but Adeline feared burdening them. The aunt's revelations continued via secret emails on a school computer. More details emerged. Her moms were activists, fighting for LGBT rights in a conservative town. Their murder wasn't random. It was targeted hate. Adeline's anger shifted to society. Why does love invite violence? The question haunted her, mirroring her own fears. Confronting the Thorntons again seemed inevitable. One evening, Adeline sat them down. "Why did you lie about my parents?" The room froze. Mrs. Thornton teared up. "We wanted to spare you the pain." Mr. Thornton added, "Their lifestyle. It led to that." Adeline exploded. "Lifestyle? They were killed for who they were, like me." The admission hung heavy. The fallout was brutal. Arguments raged nightly. "You're choosing sin," they accused. Adeline countered, "I'm choosing truth." Inside, she wrestled with guilt. Am I betraying the people who raised me? But their conditional love felt like chains. Hailey supported via clandestine calls from a borrowed phone. "You're brave," she said. But Adeline felt fragile. As weeks passed, the pressure mounted. School friends noticed Adeline's withdrawal, rumors swirling. One girl, a church acquaintance, confronted her. "I heard you know." The judgment stung. Adeline's mind raced. Defend or deny? She chose honesty. "Yes, I'm gay." The word liberated and terrified her. Hailey's role deepened. They planned escapes, dreaming of freedom after graduation. But betrayal lurked. Adeline discovered the Thorntons contacting conversion programs. Horror filled her. "They're trying to erase me." The discovery sparked a fierce inner debate. Run away, or fight from within. In a heated family meeting, Adeline laid it out. "If you can't accept me, I'll leave." Mrs. Thornton's tears flowed. "We love you, but this." Mr. Thornton stormed out. Adeline's heart broke. Love shouldn't come with buts. That night, she packed a bag secretly, resolve hardening. Hailey waited at the park, their meeting point. "Come stay with me," she offered. Adeline hesitated. What about loyalty to family? The moral quandary tore at her. Accepting meant abandoning the Thorntons. Refusing meant denying herself. Society's gaze intensified. At a school event, whispers followed them. A teacher pulled Adeline aside. "Be careful." The warning echoed broader prejudices. Adeline thought of her parents' fate. Am I doomed to repeat it? The turning point came when Mr. Thornton found Adeline's packed bag. "You're not going anywhere." The lockdown tightened. Adeline's desperation grew. She confided in a counselor, who suggested emancipation. The idea thrilled and scared her. Freedom at what cost? Hailey's patience waned. "I can't keep hiding." Their first fight erupted. "You're letting them control you," Hailey yelled. Adeline shot back. "It's not that simple." The words hung a crack in their bond. Inside, Adeline agonized. Is love worth this pain? Reconciliation attempts failed. The Thorntons doubled down on prayer sessions. Adeline endured, but her spirit cracked. One session, a pastor preached damnation. Adeline walked out, mind screaming. Enough. She stole away to Hailey's house. They embraced, but tension lingered. "We need to talk about us," Hailey said. Adeline nodded, fear surfacing. What if the world's hate breaks us? The night deepened their connection through shared vulnerabilities. Hailey revealed her own doubts. "Sometimes I wonder if we're too young for this fight." Adeline's heart ached. But together they vowed to endure. Back home, the Thorntons awaited with ultimatums. Choose us or her. Adeline's decision loomed. A precipice of no return. Her inner voice urged, "Choose yourself." Adeline stood in the living room, the air thick with unspoken finalities, as the Thorntons delivered their ultimatum like a death sentence. "If you pursue this path, you're no longer our daughter," Mr. Thornton declared. His voice steady but eyes betraying a flicker of pain. Adeline's world tilted. This was the betrayal she'd feared. The family she'd clung to now forcing her hand. Her mind churned with conflicting ethics. Loyalty to those who raised her versus authenticity to her soul. Which was right? She thought of her biological parents, murdered for their truth. Denying Hailey would dishonor their memory. "I can't change who I am," she whispered. Mrs. Thornton sobbed. "We didn't raise you for this." The words cut deep. A reminder of their conditional acceptance. Fleeing to Hailey's became her sanctuary. Hailey's parents, progressive and welcoming, offered a guest room. "You're safe here," they assured. But Adeline felt like an intruder, her presence a burden. Nights were filled with whispers. "What if I drag you down?" Hailey reassured. "We're in this together." Yet doubt persisted. School turned hostile. Bullies targeted them, slurs scrawled on lockers. Adeline's inner strength wavered. Why fight when hate wins? A confrontation in the cafeteria escalated. A boy shoved Hailey, calling them names. Adeline stepped in, fists clenched. "Back off." The principal intervened, but the damage was done. Suspension threats loomed. The incident sparked media attention. Local news picked up the gay teen drama. In a conservative suburb, Adeline's story twisted. Victim or troublemaker? Society's judgment amplified her isolation. She questioned, is visibility worth the pain? Digging deeper into her parents' case, Adeline uncovered police reports via her aunt. Negligence suspected, investigation botched due to bias. Rage fueled her. They deserved justice. She shared with Hailey. "I want to reopen the case." Hailey supported but warned, "It could destroy you." The Thorntons reached out via letter. "Come home. We'll talk." Adeline debated. Forgiveness or finality? Meeting them at a neutral cafe, tensions flared. "We were wrong to lie," Mrs. Thornton admitted. But when Adeline mentioned Hailey, walls rose. "It's unnatural." Adeline left, heart heavier. Can love bridge such divides? Hailey's family dynamics shifted. Her brother, conservative, disapproved. "This is bringing trouble." Arguments ensued, straining Hailey. Adeline felt guilty. Am I worth fracturing her family too? A pivotal moment. Adeline attended an LGBT support group. Stories of survival inspired her. One woman shared losing everything but gaining self. Adeline realized, sacrifice is the price of truth. But betrayal struck closer. A friend leaked their relationship online. Photos from stolen moments. Harassment intensified, calls, threats. Adeline's fear peaked. Like my parents. Hailey stood firm. We report it. Police dismissed. Kids being kids. The injustice burned. In the chaos their bond tested. Hailey confessed temptation to pull back. It's too much. Adeline's world cracked. Don't leave me. The plea raw they reconciled through tears. But the seed of doubt grew. Adeline pursued emancipation legally. Court dates loomed, testimonies required. The Thorntons fought back, claiming her confusion. The battle exposed ugly truths. Their adoption motivated by saving her from her parents' sin. Adeline's outrage. They never loved me fully. Hailey testified for her, a public declaration. She's my everything. The courtroom hushed. Adeline's heart swelled, but the judge's scrutiny terrified. Moral questions arose. Is breaking family ties justified? As proceedings dragged, society weighed in. Protests outside school, supporters and haters. Adeline became a symbol unwillingly. Inside she crumbled. Who am I beyond this fight? A shocking twist. Evidence surfaced linking a Thornton relative to the hate group tied to her parents' murder. Adeline confronted them. Did you know? Denials flew but doubt seeded. Betrayal deepened. Hailey urged caution. Don't let it consume you. But Adeline obsessed. Justice or revenge? The line blurred. The court ruled in her favor. Emancipated at 18 soon. Freedom tasted bittersweet. The Thorntons disowned her formally. Loss hit hard. Was it worth it? Hailey and Adeline celebrated quietly, but shadows lingered. What now? Adeline wondered. Their love endured but scarred. With emancipation granted, Adeline moved into a small apartment funded by her aunt's inheritance from her parents, a bittersweet windfall. The freedom was intoxicating, yet loneliness crept in like fog over Seattle's bays. No more Thornton's rules but no safety net either. Her mind questioned. Did I trade one cage for another? Hailey visited daily, their relationship blooming openly. Picnics in parks, hands held without fear, moments of joy amid turmoil. But societal backlash persisted. Job applications rejected subtly, friends distancing. Adeline pondered the cost. Is acceptance a myth? The investigation into her parents' murder reopened, thanks to her persistence. Detectives interviewed her, dredging painful memories. A lead emerged. The hate group still active. Adeline's fear resurfaced. What if they come for me? Hailey worried too. Maybe drop it. But Adeline couldn't. It's for them and us. The conflict strained them. Hailey felt sidelined. It's always about the past. Adeline snapped. The past shapes us. Their arguments intensified. Love tested by pressure. A moral crossroads. Adeline discovered the Thornton relative's involvement was tangential. He knew but didn't act. Confront him or let go. Forgiveness tempted but justice demanded action. She reported it, igniting family fury. Mrs. Thornton called. You've destroyed us. Adeline's guilt surged. Am I the villain now? Society's mirror reflected harshly. Online forums debated her story. Hero or homewrecker? The scrutiny eroded her confidence. Hailey supported publicly, but privately confessed exhaustion. I love you but this fight. It's endless. Adeline's heart fractured. Am I asking too much? They took a break, a painful separation. Adeline alone, thoughts tormented. Without Hailey, who am I? Reflection led to therapy, unpacking trauma. Your choices are valid, the counselor said. But doubt lingered. Reconciliation came unexpectedly. Hailey showed at her door. I can't quit us. They rebuilt, boundaries set. No more all-consuming quests. But the investigation progressed, arrests made. Justice tasted victorious yet hollow. The perpetrators were ordinary people, blinded by hate. Adeline visited the Thorntons one last time. I forgive you, she said. They softened slightly. We were wrong. A fragile bridge but not crossed fully. Moral ambiguity remained. Can true reconciliation exist? As life normalized, new challenges arose. College applications, dreams of advocacy. Hailey pursued art, their futures intertwining. But a betrayal from within. Hailey admitted a brief emotional affair during the break. I was lost. Adeline's world shattered again. Trust broken. The confrontation was raw. How could you? Adeline cried. Hailey begged. It meant nothing. But damage done. Adeline's inner debate. Forgive or end? Love's price skyrocketed. They worked through it, therapy helping. But scars formed. Adeline realized. Relationships demand constant choice. Society evolved slowly. Pride events attended, allies found. But hate crimes rose nationally, a reminder. Adeline spoke at rallies, voice strong. Love isn't a choice, hate is. Applause followed, but threats too. Hailey's family fully embraced them, a contrast to the Thorntons. Holiday dinners warm. Yet Adeline missed her Fosters. Nostalgia mixed with resentment. A final twist. The aunt revealed more inheritance, enough for stability. Adeline invested in LGBT youth programs. Purpose found, but at what personal cost? As high school ended, they planned futures. Hailey proposed moving together. Adeline hesitated. Are we ready? The question echoed deeper doubts. Through it all, Adeline's growth shone. From hidden teen to advocate, the journey transformed her. But reflections haunted. Was every sacrifice justified? Adeline and Hailey stood on the brink of a new chapter, college acceptances in hand, but the weight of their past clung like shadows at dusk. The arrests in her parents' case brought closure, yet stirred unrest. Media frenzy painted Adeline as a crusader, but critics labeled her divisive. Inside she wrestled. Have I healed or just armored myself? Their relationship, mended but fragile, faced real-world tests. Living together in a dorm, small arguments amplified. Hailey's jealousy over Adeline's advocacy time flared. You're always fighting the world, Adeline retorted. Because the world fights us. The cycle of tension revealed deeper issues. Trauma's lingering grip. Society's progress felt illusory. Campus events celebrated diversity, but subtle discriminations persisted. Professors' biases, peers' whispers. Adeline questioned. Is change possible, or perpetual struggle? A moral dilemma arose when a friend faced similar family rejection. Adeline advised fighting, but Hailey cautioned moderation. Not everyone can afford the cost. The debate mirrored their own. Push boundaries or seek peace? Betrayal resurfaced indirectly. An old Thornton acquaintance leaked private details online, reigniting harassment. Adeline's rage. Why can't they let go? She confronted Mr. Thornton by phone. This ends now. He apologized weakly. We miss you. The words stirred conflicted emotions. Family bonds, even broken, tugged. Hailey's support unwavering, but she confessed burnout. I need space sometimes. Adeline panicked. Am I too much? Therapy sessions delved into codependency, urging balance. Growth painful, necessary. As years blurred, no months into college, Adeline led a support group. Stories echoed hers, inspiring yet draining. One night exhaustion hit. What if I quit? But Hailey reminded. You're making a difference. The ultimate test. A hate incident on campus targeted them. Graffiti on their door, threats. Fear paralyzed Adeline. Flashbacks to her parents. We can't stay, she said. Hailey agreed but added. Or we fight louder. The choice defined them. They reported, rallied, won policy changes. Victory sweet but costly. Friendships lost, stress mounting. Adeline's inner voice. Is this life or survival? Reconciliation with the Thorntons inched forward. A holiday card arrived. Thinking of you. Adeline responded tentatively. Bridges mended slowly, ethics questioned. Forgive fully or guardedly? Hailey proposed a commitment ceremony, small and symbolic. Adeline accepted, joy piercing the drama. But doubts whispered. Forever, amid uncertainty? Their love endured, a beacon through storms. Adeline reflected on the journey. From hidden affection to open defiance, the price is paid. Family, innocence, peace. In quiet moments she pondered the moral gray. Right and wrong blurred in love's battlefield. As the story closes, Adeline looks to the future, scars as badges. But one question lingers for all. In the face of societal hate, is denying one's true self ever the right choice?